Spirit's book, Emancipation of the Soul, Part 3, Visits Between the Spirits of Living Persons. We're delighted to have you here at UR Spirituality, our YouTube channel devoted to offering insightful content on spirituality. This is video 33 of the series dedicated to exploring and understanding the Spirit's book, a must-read for anyone interested in spirituality and spiritual growth. In our previous 2 episodes, we started a new chapter called Emancipation of the Soul, which explains the concept of the soul's liberation from the physical body during certain states such as sleep, trance, and somnambulism. It discusses how the spirit can temporarily detach itself from the body, leading to experiences like dreams, spirit communication, and second sight. Today, we will cover questions 413 to 418, which talk about visits between the spirits of living persons. This section explores the phenomenon of spiritual communication and interaction between individuals who are still alive. It explains the idea that spirits, even while in physical bodies, can connect and communicate with each other on a spiritual level during certain states of emancipation, such as during sleep or altered states of consciousness. Let's dive in. When we sleep and the soul is free, it might seem like we are living 2 lives at the same time. One life is the physical life of the body, where we interact with the outside world. The other life is the hidden life of the soul, where we have connections beyond what is visible. However, it's not truly 2 separate lives, but rather 2 aspects of one life. It's like 2 phases of the same existence. We don't live 2 completely different lives. During sleep, it is possible for 2 individuals who are familiar with each other to visit one another. Additionally, many other people who may not be aware of their connection can also meet and interact while they are asleep. It's quite common for individuals to have friends and acquaintances in distant places without realizing it in their waking life. The act of visiting friends, relatives, or helpful individuals during dreams is a frequent occurrence, and we often engage in such visits almost every night, often without being conscious of it. The meetings and interactions we have during our sleep have a purpose, even though we may not remember them when we wake up. The intuition of these encounters often stays with us when we are awake, and it can be the source of ideas that come to us seemingly out of nowhere. These ideas are actually the ones we gained during the spirit interactions that took place while we were asleep. So, even if we don't recall the exact details of those meetings, their influence can still be felt in our waking life through the thoughts and inspirations they bring. A person may have the intention to meet someone in the spirit world while they are asleep. When a person falls asleep, their spirit becomes active in the other life. However, it's important to know that the spirit may not always follow the exact plan that was intended by the person when they were awake. The spirit's interest in the life of the person may not be as strong when it is free from the physical body. This is especially true for spirits who have already reached a higher level of development. For others, their spirit existence may be different. Some may be driven by their passions, while others may remain inactive. So, while it's possible for a spirit to visit the parties they intended to see while awake, it is not guaranteed that they will do so in their state of freedom. The spirit may have its own priorities and interests during its time in the spirit world. During sleep, a group of incarnate spirits can come together and have gatherings. These gatherings occur because of the strong friendships that exist between them, whether from their current life or from previous lives. It's like having meetings where they interact and enjoy each other's company in the spirit world. When we wake up, we might have a sense or feeling of the ideas and experiences we gained during these hidden meetings, but we may not fully remember or understand where these insights came from. The connections and interactions in the spirit world remain a mystery to our waking consciousness. If someone thought their friend had died, but the friend is actually alive, they could meet and see their friend's spirit during a spiritual experience. This could help them realize that their friend is still alive. If this belief in the friend's death was not meant as a form of learning or growth, they might remember this encounter when they wake up. Similarly, if the belief in the friend's death was meant as a form of learning or growth, they might remember the encounter as confirmation of their friend's passing. In summary, spirits are not confined by the limitations of the physical body and can establish connections beyond the material realm. These interactions can provide insights into the true nature of human relationships and the interconnectedness of souls. These visits have the potential for mutual assistance, guidance, and even the exchange of valuable information. Spirits are not isolated entities, but rather part of a broader spiritual network that transcends physical boundaries. And this concludes our overview of the Visits Between the Spirits of Living Persons section of the Spirits book. Thank you for joining us. We hope this overview sparked your interest and encouraged you to explore more about spirituality. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and hit the notification bell for updates on our future videos where we will continue to explore this chapter and focus on transmissions of thought. See you again soon.